Hello, crypto world. Monday, stock market closed and the Dow was down over 300 points. The S&P wasn't down that much, but it was down 0.5%. And significantly, the tech-heavy NASDAQ was down today. That's despite the fact NVIDIA's earnings come out on Wednesday night, and NVIDIA, it closed up, but it was higher during the day. But let's jump over to crypto because we have so much stuff going on. Crypto got hammered today. We have ETH, which had been the leader, the strongest. Look at it, it's down 8%. It's below 4,500. I'm not kidding. 24 hours ago, it was knocking on the door of $5,000. And across the board, look at the size of these sell-offs. And part of what's causing this is the illiquidity of the crypto market, as risk is apparently today coming off in the equity markets, and we're seeing a new perspective on interest rates. The dollar today. This is a big move for the dollar. It moved up on the notion that interest rates may not be coming down as much as many people interpreted Powell's speech to indicate. Now, one point about the sell-off is the Bitcoin dominance increased, i.e. Bitcoin didn't suffer as much as ETH or the other alts did in this sell-off. That's number one. And number two, I am not clear that this is a permanent change in perspective with respect to risk on and with respect to crypto. But it's a bad time of the year for the markets because they're illiquid, and we have all this uncertainty with respect to interest rates, which many people, myself included, believed that the market had accepted the idea that they were going to cut 1/4 point, and that was positive. Today doesn't indicate that in crypto, and it doesn't indicate that in stocks, and we see interest rates up, so there's something askew about what the projections with respect to interest rates and the dollar are. Now, and obviously the question now is, what does one do from this point on? Number one, I can only tell you what I'm going to do. I am going to watch what happens when Asia opens. It's more or less 5 o'clock in the morning in Hong Kong, and I want to see how Asia responds to this rather dramatic sell-off, in particular in Ethereum. Because I still believe that with all these companies putting Ethereum on their books, and we have BlackRock applying to be able to, in effect, pay interest on its ETHA, Ethereum is going to be a star in between now and the end of the year. I'm not certain of that. That's what I tend to believe now. And I want to see what Asia does and how it interacts with the market, because I'm looking for a place to add to my ETH position. But I always want to point out, if you're adding to a position when you're in this kind of situation where it's turned red, think about dollar cost averaging. But bottom line, today kind of caught me off guard. It's a little spooky, and I really don't want to see Bitcoin break through 110,000, but it easily could, and I don't want it near 100,000. At ETH, it's got to stay above 4,000. Otherwise, we have a new set of problems from a technical perspective.